Hi everyone, I'm Reha. Welcome back to our musical adventure. This is episode 2 of our series on Schoenberg's theory of harmony, and today's topic is deduction of major scale from the overtone series. Sounds fancy, right? Don't worry, we'll break it down together. Last time, we looked at how Schoenberg deduced consonant and dissonant intervals from the overtone series. This time, we're picking up right where we left off, with those magical overtones again. So, quick refresher. What is the overtone series? When you strike a string, it doesn't just produce the fundamental tone, it also creates a whole bunch of overtones. These overtones are basically frequencies that are whole number multiples of the fundamental tone. That's just how physics works. Nature loves math. So, in a sense, what we hear is a combo meal, one fundamental tone with a series of overtones. Let's take a closer look at those overtones. Because the lower order overtones are louder and more prominent, we'll focus on them. Imagine you play a C2. The first overtone is an octave above C3. The second is G3, a perfect fifth above the root. Since C appears again and again in its own overtone series, we'll skip that for now and zoom in on G. G is the first overtone that's not the same as the fundamental, and that makes it a big deal. That's part of why the fifth is so important in music. It's practically C's soulmate. And guess what? Since F is also a fifth away from C, it gets to join the harmonic sibling club too. Here's a neat little diagram to show their relationships. Now, let's simplify things a bit. We'll imagine a natural soundscape where only F, A, and C are singing, each bringing along their own overtones. In our visual, F and its overtones are in red, C's are green, and G's are blue. When we line up all the overtones from just these 3 notes, something magical happens. We can find the 7 notes of the major C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Voila. We've just used a stripped-down overtone model to recreate the major scale. To sum it up, Schoenberg suggests that a scale is essentially a horizontal simplification of the overtone series. Just like how we derived the C major scale from the overtone combos of F, A, and C, chords, on the other hand, are vertical simplifications. For instance, the first 3 distinct overtones of C, C, G, and E. That's exactly the most basic C major triad. Now, in classic Schoenberg style, he doesn't stop at theory. He throws in some spicy critique. Tonality, he says, is just a habit, an artistic convenience, not a universal law. But he admits that music isn't quite ready to throw tonality out the window yet. So yes, learning tonal harmony is still very much a thing. Schoenberg also argues that art doesn't need to be clear, orderly, or even understandable. Nature isn't always those things, but it's beautiful nonetheless. So, according to him, following traditional rules isn't a requirement for creating meaningful art. And I want to add something personal here. Art doesn't even need to be beautiful in the conventional sense. Like we said last time, art is about expressing what's inside you. If you're honest and genuine in that expression, it's art, even if nobody else gets it. And that's a wrap for this episode. Not a ton of material, but definitely a lot to chew on. I'll also be uploading videos analyzing classical masterpieces for you to enjoy between lessons. I'm Reha. If you want to learn composition and music theory step by step, make sure to subscribe. See you next time. Bye for now.